Imagine this: a whopping $14.5 million in gold bars and $2 million in cash stolen right under the noses of Canadian airport security. A new epidemic is striking airports around the world. Complex cargo thefts organized by some of the brightest criminal minds. Today, we're diving into an incredible tale of deception, gold and gun smuggling that sounds straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster. Let's begin with the setup that led to this heist. It all began on a seemingly normal day at Toronto Pearson International Airport. A shipment of 6,600 gold bars had just landed, destined for the vaults of a major bank. A man, later identified as Durante King McLean, rolled up in a nondescript white truck, armed with nothing more than confidence and counterfeit documents. With the precision of a seasoned actor, King McLean presented his forged papers to the warehouse staff. The documents looked flawless, enough to fool anyone. In no time, the gold and additional cash were loaded into his truck, just like that, without a single shot fired or an alarm sounding. King McLean drove away with millions. The theft went unnoticed for 3 hours, enough time for the thieves to vanish into thin air. It was only when Brink's security personnel arrived to pick up the shipment that the disappearance was uncovered. The realization finally hit. They were dealing with one of the largest gold heists ever. This was not just petty theft of stolen goods, but a meticulously planned robbery, potentially involving insiders. This theory of insiders became quite clear after it was reported that King McLean used an Air Canada waybill to pick up this gold shipment. The waybill was, in fact, a duplicate for a shipment of seafood that had been picked up a day earlier. Printed on, you guessed it, an Air Canada printer. With this information coming to light, it was certain that someone at Air Canada was working an inside job to facilitate this grand heist. In the shadowy aftermath of the gold heist, a nefarious transformation of assets also unfolded. The stolen gold bars, once securely stamped with serial numbers, were covertly melted down by a Toronto jeweler implicated in the heist. Smelting pots found in the jeweler's store by a police raid held the last remnants of the 6,600 gold bars, now reduced to mere trinkets, including 6 bangle bracelets valued at about $65,000, while the remaining $13,935,000 worth of gold was still missing. For weeks following this gold heist, a team of dedicated investigators embarked on a meticulous journey through hundreds of hours of surveillance footage, a mission they referred to as Project 24 Carat. The task was daunting. The investigators scrutinized video from over 200 businesses and residential areas, tracing the truck's route through side roads and highways. Each piece of footage provided a fleeting glimpse of the truck, enabling the team to piece together its path. The truck's trail was tracked over 20 miles until it disappeared into rural Canada, leaving the investigators piecing together its ghostly path from the fragments of video they had. After 5 months of investigation, King McLean was eventually found in Pennsylvania in September of 2023, where he was stopped by state police for minor motor vehicle violations. Police uncovered 65 guns which were en route to be smuggled into Canada. each illegally purchased handgun capable of fetching up to $6,000 on the Canadian streets, a stark markup from their few $100 cost in the US. There were a total of 9 arrests made regarding this heist, which included the Toronto jewellery store owner, 2 Air Canada employees, and King McLean. From these arrests, police confiscated $312,000 of Canadian cash, which was profit from the resale of the melted gold, along with the $65,000 from 6 gold bracelets found. The rest of the gold and cash still has yet to be discovered. This heist wasn't just a tale of stolen treasure. It was a wake-up call to the vulnerabilities of international transport hubs and the complex web of crime that can exploit them. It raises questions about security, trust, and the lengths to which criminals will go for gold. As we see, sometimes reality can be stranger and more thrilling than fiction. Who needs a movie when you have real-life heists that leave you wondering what's next?